Hello guys. This is All Basketball TV once again. I will take you back in time. This is Game 1 of the 1986 NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals in the Garden between the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. Larry Bird, Kevin McHale and Danny Ainge tallied 57 points for the Celtics. Larry Bird out-rebounded everyone and tallied 12 in all. Dennis Johnson dished out for 14 assists. These are some of the highlights of the Celtics. Let's watch this.
From the sold-out Boston Garden, perhaps the toughest arena in all of sport for a visiting team, where the Celtics have lost only one time this year, it's the Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks and Eastern Conference semifinal series. A look at the Eastern bracket. You can see that Milwaukee awaits the winner of the Washington-Philadelphia series. You'll see that decisive game coming up a bit later on CBS. Up front, they have scoring punch. Dominique Wilkins led the league. They've got muscle. Kevin Willis, he's another 7-footer, and Tree Rollins. In the backcourt, watch Doc Rivers. He could be a key to the series. Randy Whitman, extremely intelligent. And, of course, their coach, Mike Fratello, who has done a splendid job. For the Boston Celtics, they have got the incomparable one up front. Larry Bird, headed for still another MVP. Kevin McHale at the other forward, and the Chief Robert Parrish is the center. Then in the backcourt, Danny Ainge working alongside Dennis Johnson. These are the 5 men who are coached by K.C. Jones, and he has just the ideal personality for this experienced team. Mike Mathis and Hugh Evans will work it. Lee Jones is the alternate referee, and we are about ready to go. What should we watch for early in this game, Billy?
Okay, from the Atlanta standpoint, their big problem is getting themselves prepared. Mike Fratello, flying in from Detroit after a very emotional win, could not put in all the things he'd like to do in the way of adjustments. They'll look to pick up full court. They'll vary their defenses in the way they're going to look to attack the post-up people of the Boston Celtics. Boston, the number one thing is they're going to start McHale against Dominique Wilkins, and they'll look to double on him.
Dennis Johnson gets it to Bird, and he gets it back to DJ, and he was fouled. So our first personal foul of Game 1 of this Eastern Conference semifinal, and Doc Rivers is assessed the personal, with Johnson stepping to the free throw line for a couple of shots. Doc Rivers, of course, played his high school basketball in Chicago, then attended Marquette, and he has done a superb job at directing this Hawk team on the floor.
It's going to be quite an adjustment for both teams, though, coming off the series they experienced. For example, Boston playing Chicago, who slowed the tempo, looked to go to a lot of isolation, did not post up much. Now they're playing against the Hawks, who are going to look to run as much as possible, and they do execute their set offense very well as a ball club.
Ainge picks up Rivers in the backcourt. Dominique Wilkins sends it back to Rivers. Rollins out high with the screen, and Rivers will use it.
Well, that's the shot he's going to have to hit. In the first series against Detroit, he was able to penetrate and create a lot of problems, but Ainge is going to back off and make him shoot that shot.
Jump pass to Parrish. Willis with the interception. Hawks bring it down. Whitman from Indiana. He learned his lessons well from Bobby Knight. He's one of the smarter players in the NBA. Wilkins in and out. Bird rebound.
Hands of McHale getting up there and forcing that tough shot.
Neither team shooting well at the beginning. Bird cleans it up. Atlanta's second. And from the inbounds, Johnson holding McHale, watching him.
There's a mismatch. Willis has Dennis Johnson on him.
And McHale influenced that shot with his long arm. He also broke
there to make it tough.
Wilkins. Billy, what about the rebounding? What can the Hawks do? They're being badly beaten here. Parrish on an easy layup. And the defensive rebound. Rivers missing only one shot again for the Hawks. There's Parrish breaking free. Hey, Billy C., what is this in the Boston Garden? Is this the little Celtic two-step they allow up here or something?
Well, he only took 4.5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, dribble. Go ahead, Robert. Dunk the basketball. Well, that can be very good when he gets the ball, but very bad if they don't, because that means an easy opportunity basket at the other end.
Rolls in for Bird.
No, the worst thing is, here's a guy that's a great shooter, and he gets the good bounces, too. To Willis, because they were trying to isolate him against Bird.
Coming through Bird, as they frequently do.
You know, the interesting thing, K.C. Jones wanted to go to Bird early in this game because they felt they had a mismatch against Dominique. Oh.
Wilkins misses. But again, the shot didn't fall. It was there. And Off the fake, he improves and makes the pass to Parrish, and that time he is called for travel. Here's Johnson, he's in the middle. Good dish to Bird, coming through. Loose Ainge, bounce pass, beautiful to Bird in the middle. Here's DJ.
That's a clinic. That's the way you run the fast break. 2-1 trap, try to slow the Hawks down, possibly get a steal. That's history right there.
Indeed. Billy, what do you... Now it's Rollins on a mismatch. Missing. Bird off with the rebound. That's 6 rebounds for Larry Bird here in the opening period. And McHale gliding through the key, drew the foul. Whitman's first personal. And here he comes, one of the most popular players in the NBA. He's only 5'7".
There's the double team.
Great move and great defensive work by McHale.
McHale is such a smart basketball player. Now watch McHale keeping his body between Dominique and the basket, waiting for Dominique to commit himself. Then he reacts defensively and blocks that shot.
Whitman coming down the baseline. Bird rebounding again. That's 7 for Larry. McHale breaks free. Great passing team.
3-point line, so they can't come back and help because of the illegal defense.
McHale, and it's good with time running out here in the first period. And the Hawks will not get a shot off. A 7-point first period lead by the Celtics in the Boston Garden.
Like the fast break by using the pass. Now, keep an eye on where McHale is and where he ends up. Larry Bird is going to get this defensive rebound, and they're going to make that outlet pass, okay, to Seasting, who's going to look to be over here on the wing. Watch the pass right here to Danny Ainge, excuse me, and there he is, right there, and there's McHale for that easy layup.
What about Bird and Walton on the floor at the same time, Billy?
Well, I tell you what, I'd like to be a player out there that could shoot the open shot, because if you get to the open spot, you're going to get the ball. You know, not only get it, but you'll get it in a perfect situation to score, just like that.
That was Bird hitting Walton. Whitman inside to Willis. Bird rebound. Bird has pulled down 8 rebounds here in the first half.
Pushing from the rear.
Walton gets it off.
I wonder what Bird's going to do to match that one. Or top it, excuse me. Larry never tries to match anything. He would just catch that basketball and just dunk it or go in for the easy shot. Right now, the Celtics have a beautiful tempo going for themselves. They're just getting into their offense too easily. And if they don't change it somehow, either putting some full court pressure on the guards to slow.
Now it's Bird out high with the screen for Johnson. Johnson hitting from the perimeter.
This was a team, even in the Detroit series, that usually started off slow in the first half.
Parrish turns the corner. They're doubling Wilkins as soon as he touches the ball. Rollins missing. Bird with still another rebound, and that's 9 in the first half by Larry. McHale making it look easy, aren't they?
Well, they're really taking advantage of Tree Rollins not getting up and down the court well. Here's the double.
One way to beat it.
Yeah, but that's something, Brent, you have to give up. You can't take away everything.
Wilkins hits Whitman with the pass.
You know, that's smart. What Dominique's done now, he's given a few easy hoops to a couple of teammates. Then they'll have to maybe stay home a little bit more against him.
McHale lost control coming up. Goes to Atlanta.
There's the pick and roll.
Parrish. On it. There's Whitman. Missing. Winds up in McHale's hands, and Bird topples to the floor. Here's the Chief.
You know what's scary? The fast break. McHale and Parrish. There wasn't a guard back there.
Outside with Bird. Bounces back to McHale. Pretty rolled down by Kevin McHale.
Is that beautiful? Oh, I mean, the bounce pass was right on the money. 3 seconds on the 24. He better shoot it.
Second. Rivers.
Oh, my goodness.
Great rebound by Wilkins.
I can't believe how high he got up to get that rebound.
Rivers fouls Ames.
Now just take a look at Dominic Wilkins coming in from the weak side, just jumping over two players that are 7 feet tall.
Rivers missing and Wilkins, and he lost control, and Larry Bird brings it down with his 10th rebound. Parrish turning back head-on points, and he can just not put his opponent away. Meanwhile, the Hawks can't get anything done here with the opportunity early. Ames jumped past the McHale. Whitman faking a couple times. Bird, still another rebound. Johnson breaks free.
There's the Boston break in the air with the pass.
Pass into Robert Parrish. Gets it back to Johnson. McHale. Oh, great jump hook.
He's just a great player inside. Now, he had two players coming at him. Willis looked to try and block that shot. I think that if Atlanta must go down and double McHale. Of all the players on this ball club down low, they have to double him.
Now Wilkins loses control, and Bird up with the loose ball, and here's Johnson quickly to McHale. That's 18 points for Kevin McHale. He's the high point man in the game. And the Celtics run up a 10-point lead on Mike Fratello. Much time to prepare here for the Celtics, and I think it has shown. Whitman coming down with the mid shot, and Ames has got it back for the Celts, and here's Johnson looking off the defense and putting in the field goal. They on during the national anthem. Ainge is open.
Danny Ainge has just been playing great basketball, especially the last couple games for the Celtics in the playoffs.
Wilkins with a hanging shot, and he'll also step
in that second ball game.
Ainge with a pass to Parrish. Ainge reaching back in, comes up with it. Great hustle by Danny Ainge, the former BYU star. Here's the Chief. 14 in his first here in the second half. 4:58 to go in the third period.
You know, the Celtics have been around this score for quite a while.
By Johnson.
That comes with playing with each other, that experience. That's why they've been able to get to the finals and win the championship several times in recent years.
Mathis tosses it up, and Bird tracks it down.
When there's a loose ball and Larry Bird's around it, he and Moses Malone just seem to get all loose balls.
McHale scores coming inside contact. 22 for Kevin.
Now the big problem you have on this play is because Bird can shoot the three-pointer, you have to respect that shot, so the spacing for that passing is just perfect, and the double team is just a little late coming from the weak side. The only one it appears that they've really shown the respect
Steal by Ainge.
Great play anticipation by Danny Ainge.
Physically than any of the Hawks after that grueling war in Detroit. Now leaning in on McHale.
Well, that's what he has to do. When you play against Kevin McHale, you must beat him to the spot and not allow him to just walk down, get his good position, and receive the ball. If you do that, you know, of course you don't want to get in an arm wrestling contest with him or push him, but you got to beat him, force him out on the court where he is right there. That's great defense if you can get him to that point.
Great pass by him on the outside with Kevin coming up to the free throw line. He has scored 23 points. Spud Webb returning to the floor for the Hawks.
Yeah, one other point, if you watch the Celtics big people, when they catch the basketball, they anticipate the double team coming, and they release the basketball even before the double team gets there to just make it even tougher for that guy to recover defensively.
Webb. Dennis has Bird open.
It goes inside. Bang, bang, bang.
That's a 27-run in the last 4 minutes.
They're just going to come out here and play the 48 minutes.
Three-pointer by McHale was short, and we've come to the end. There is no doubt about it here this afternoon, and that's no excuse. That's just a fact. Ames bangs one in from the corner.
Come towards the basketball would have made it easier and got him a little better shot even.
Ames, 13 points.
Trying to hit another basket or two. The Celtics right here. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take him out.
Walton tried to force that pass. Webb comes back on Seasting. Spins it in. But no, there was offensive interference while the ball was up there. Battle was following. And the trailing official, Mathis, did he touch this ball coming down the other side?
I didn't see him touch it. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see if he gets a piece of the net or touches the rim or over the cylinder while...
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
Mathis didn't have the good angle on the play either. He was back here at midcourt when he made that call.
There's many times I've thought he's had the bad angle when I was coaching. I assure you that.
Hangs one off the glass.
That's a good horse shot right there by Ames.
Well,
banking it straight away.
No basket interference that time.
He didn't get more playing time. He truly loves to play this game of basketball.
Sloppy, Walton open.
All they say, it's one of those days when the ball just starts bouncing right up in the direction of the Celtics.
Than they have all year, I think, there, Billy, as the Hawks hit the rim and they forget to put the ball in, and here comes Ames.
You know, what's that old saying? Some days you get the bear, and some days the bear gets you. Hard to believe the Celtics have not scored 100 points until then.
And Vincent puts him over.
Yeah.
At 101 with 30 seconds to go. A three-point play, and it's back to 10 on that shot by Hastings.
Wonder if Sam will go home and watch his brother playing there for Dallas.
Third kill missing, and it winds up in the hands of Livingston. And he got it to Carlisle. He thought Davis was over on his left. So that's 2 fouls on Hastings with time running out. 101-91 is our score. And Carlisle is at the free throw line.
The Celtics has 2 shots.
That's an 11-point lead.
Not much more you can say. Just a great effort by the Celtics at the defensive end of the court and really allowed them to get out and get some easy baskets at the other end of the court.
12-point lead. And Kite steals the ball in the corner, and the Celtics beat Atlanta by 12 points. Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics open up a 1-game lead on the Atlanta Hawks. Kevin Willis played extremely well for the Hawks at defeat today. He led the way for the losers with 18. Key man for the Celtics was Kevin McHale with 24 points. We'll be back here in the Boston Garden. But right now, let's go down to the Spectrum, and here's Dick Stockton. Dick?